Hi everyone, so today I'm doing something a little bit different and something that I hope is going to become part of a larger series on this channel where I kind of just make guides to collecting TXT in every single era that they have. I collect Taehyun very thoroughly, as you may know, if you can see from here, and also just from everything that I've posted thus far. I collect all album, all fan sign, all pre-order, all lucky draw, like everything for him in pretty much every content type, but especially Korean album. I kind of just thought it would be fun to make some sort of guide in case you are new to TXT or you don't know anything about TXT's cards and the way that they do comebacks and they do photocards for comebacks. My hope, I guess, is that it could be used as a reference for someone who wants to see what there is to collect, how they could collect it, or just kind of a walk through memory lane as we look at outfits that they wore, stages that they did, and just different kinds of cards so that you can get a better understanding of how TXT work, because when it comes to Korean album, they are very, very predictable. I'm hoping that maybe it will give some inspiration on how you could do certain spreads, certain setups, if you're not the kind of person to collect everything, which I know is a very, very common thing. And I'm hoping that just by being able to visualize all the cards in front of you, it will make it easier. Just a little note, only photo card sized items are going to be included, so no postcards, no bigger inclusions. I will throw in the broadcast at one point just for a little bit of fun, but for the most part throughout this entire thing it's just going to be photo card sized 9 pocket page size inclusions. I'm going to kind of break it down into a few parts. The first part is going to be a flat lay where I put every single card out in order of when they were released and go through every single one and tell you what card it is, where the photo was taken, bits of details about that, and also just give you a close-up so you can visualize what a fake would look like and what a real card would look like. Next, after that, I'm going to break them all down into categories, so album, pre-order, fan sign, lucky draw and stuff, then by concept, because that's how I like to organize TXT, and then lastly I will give you a flip through of how I store Fighter Escape, and then also some layout ideas for 9 pocket and 4 pocket pages, A4 and A5. So yeah. So as I just said, this is every single photo card that was released during the Fighter Escape promotion period, organised in order of release. So starting with the first one that was announced to the last one that was announced. And I'm going to go through every single one, hold it up, and just talk a little bit about it. So this is the first card that was announced, and this is the Fight version album photo card. So if you buy the Fight version of the regular album, the full size one, this is the card that you have the chance to pull. In terms of little details about it, it has got tabs on the bottom, which you can't really see. It has tabs on the bottom and tabs on the top. It is a glossy card, as you can see, and this is what the back looks like. In terms of where this was taken, this was obviously taken during the album photo shoot period for the Fight version. Next, this is the Escape album variant, so if you buy the Fighter Escape version standard album, this is the concept that it has. Again, much like Fight, it is of a glossy texture. It's pink on the back rather than grey, and it has got tabs on the top and the bottom. If you're worried about fake photo cards when it comes to TXT, album is a pretty safe game, and to be honest, most cards are pretty safe. There are a couple that often have a few fakes lurking, but it's mainly the more expensive cards. And I forgot to say that this card was taken obviously during the Escape version album photo shoot. So next up, this is the OS card / original story / Star Seekers card. This is available in both the Fight and Escape album. There's only one version of it across both albums. That's the front picture. It's like a concept card with their little animal representative, and this is what the back looks like, brown with text on it. Unlike the album cards, this one is matte in texture, so it's hard to show. And this time the tabs are on the sides. Can you really see them? There are tabs, I promise. There's sort of a tab there, and vice versa on the other side. And again, this one was obviously taken during the Escape version photo shoot. Next, we're moving into jewel cases. So Fight or Escape was the first era that TXT released jewel cases. They did two versions. They did Fight Together and Escape Together. This is the Fight Together jewel case, and it is more commonly known as the Harley Quinn set. Like the other two album cards, this one is glossy in texture. Mine is a little bit damaged. So it's glossy in texture, and this is what the back looks like. It is pink. And like the other two main album cards, the tabs are on the top and the bottom. And the Harley Quinn set was actually taken in a Music Bank first half special event. It is the OX1 love song stage during Music Bank first half special. I'll put a photo on the side. So this is the next jewel case. This is Escape Together. Again, it is glossy in quality. The back has got the grey on it rather than the pink, and the tabs are on the top and the bottom. And the outfit for this card comes from the M Countdown OX1 love song stage, which was actually a win. They won on M Countdown that day on a very beautiful performance. So that is it for the album photo cards, and we're now moving into pre-order benefits. This is the first pre-order benefit. This is the Weverse Global pre-order benefit. So if you pre-ordered off of Weverse, you would get a finger hearts selfie card such as this. Again, it is glossy like the album cards, and there are tabs on pretty much every single side of this. There are tabs on this side, little tabs on this side, and tabs on the left side as well. The back is matte and has Weverse shop written on it, so the back is matte. The front is glossy, and as you can see, it is very clearly taken in the exact same location as the Fight version. It's basically the same photo, just with a finger heart. This is the next pre-order card that was announced, and this is from Aladdin. Aladdin are known for doing hollow pre-order cards, and this one is particularly nice. However, it is very, very strange. So obviously, it's very matte, but it's still hollow. So you can see the hollow. And then the back is this plain white cardboard. But when I say it's cardboard, I mean it's just literally like bog standard plain cardboard. It feels very different to other photo cards. It's quite thick, to be fair. It has tabs on the corners this time around. It is a really pretty card. The hollow is really nice in person. And again, taken in the Escape version. The next pre-order card is the Interpark Polaroid. This one is yet again a very glossy card, and the back is super plain. It's just the blue with TXT in the middle. There are no tabs on this in any corner, and unlike other Polaroids, it's not embossed or anything. It's just a flat, very glossy card, again taken in the Escape version. So next is a kind of 2-for-1 deal, because this is the pre-order benefit you got if you pre-ordered from Music Korea. I have a white sleeve because this is actually a very, very transparent card, which you can literally hardly see unless you have a white background to it. So if you pre-ordered off of Music Korea, you got a clear transparently card, and then you got this sticker, which again is just has their name on it on a pink background and their animal representative. These cards are super flimsy, like super flimsy. The back is really plain. These cards are kind of hard to come by these days, just because I don't think many people ordered off of it because it's such a weird card. But yeah, you got both of these if you pre-ordered from Music Korea. Oh, and obviously taken during the Fight version. Next we have Apple Music, which is a concept card taken in the Fight version concept. It is yet again a very, very glossy card. The back is super plain. It just says "To my right together TXT, the Chaos Chapter, Fight or Escape." And yet again, this one doesn't have any tabs on it. This card is really easy to find, to be honest. Not many people like this one because it looks kind of strange, but I quite like it. It's very graphic-y. Next is the Weverse Japan Polaroid. So this was the pre-order card from Weverse Japan. It's again very glossy, not embossed like other Polaroids, very just glossy. And then the back is actually quite cute. It has little symbols on it, and the back is matte. So it's glossy front, matte back. And again, there's no tabs on this. And it's taken again in the Fight version. Pretty much the exact same location as the Fight version in the Weverse Global Prob. So I'm going to kind of skip ahead and just do these two together at the same time because they are really confusing. So these two are two Japanese gift set benefit cards. This one is from Weverse Japan and this one is from UMS/UNJ. I don't quite know the conditions under which you had to buy in order to get these cards, but I'm pretty sure it was just like a pre-order special if you bought both versions of the album on their respective websites. The reason I'm doing these two together is because the context under which these photos were taken is super annoying. So across both of these photos, for all of the members, they are wearing two different outfits, two different stage outfits technically. One of them is the No Rules Inkigayo stage, and the other one is the OX1 Love Song Inkigayo stage. They mixed outfits for these, so for example, in Weverse Japan Special Gift, some of them are wearing Inkigayo, No Rules, some of them are wearing OX1, and then vice versa with UMS. Taehyun is wearing the exact same outfit, which is really annoying. But if you look at Bongyu or Subin or Yeonjun, for example, you'll see that they're wearing different outfits. There's not really any consistency to it. I don't understand why they did what they did, but alas, they did it. But yeah, Taehyun is wearing the exact same outfit. These are really weird. They're like slightly transparenty, plasticky cards. So they are very glossy. The back is matte. There are no tabs on it because it's plastic. But yeah, they're kind of transparent. You can see through them a little bit. The one that I skipped over, this is a UMS sticker pre-order card. UMS is renowned for doing sticker pre-order stuff. It's just your bog standard sticker. It's glossy on the front, sticker back on the back, and this is taken in the Escape version, obviously. It's a little bit bigger than 9 Pocket, but I'd put it on a 9 Pocket page, which is why I've included it here. And that concludes all of the pre-order cards. We're now moving into lucky draws and fan sign stuff. So all 3 rounds of lucky draws were announced at the same time, and usually TXT use the same 3 stores for all of their pre-orders. They will do MTU, Power Station and Soundwave. Sometimes they will do 2 rounds, sometimes they will do 1 round. For Fighter Escape, because it was a repack, they only did 1 round of lucky draws, and all 3 of the photos come from various different stages across the era. So this one here is Soundwave, and Soundwave is really sweet because this is from the Music Bank first half special again, but this is a Crown stage where they basically reenacted their debut. So their debut was Crown, and they all wore outfits that basically almost replicate their debut outfits. It's really sweet. It's a really lovely stage. If you've never seen them perform that one, I would recommend watching it. It's really cute. But yeah, as with all old lucky draws pre like Temptation for TXT, they are the super thick kind of credit card thick PVC. They are matte on the front, which means they are very susceptible to scratches, and the backs look like this, very prone to fingerprints. But they have this kind of two-tone thing going on. This next one is the M2U lucky draw. This one sent people crazy because the outfit for this one is actually the Force stage at a Japanese performance. I don't know whether to attempt pronouncing it or not. I have it written down. Ongakunohi? Ongakunohai? I literally have no idea, I'm so sorry. I'll type it up. But yeah, they performed Force, one of their Japanese singles, and it sent the people wild. Again, it is matte, so it's very prone to scratches, as you can see that mine is. And the back on this one has got the kind of grey and blue two-tone thing going on. These lucky draws shouldn't be too hard to find for decent prices. They're not as they weren't as limited as previous era lucky draws. The last lucky draw is the Power Station lucky draw. This photo came from the Magic performance at the Music Day. Again, a really nice performance of Magic if you've never seen it. Once again, super matte, and this one is like pink and blue but inverted, and you can see my fingerprints all over it. And the last lucky draw for this era was actually when they first started doing Hype Insight lucky draws. So if you aren't in the know, Hype Insight is a kind of museum/exhibition that Hype put together in Seoul, where you can kind of go in, do a tour around a museum, see costumes, see props, see info and stuff. And at the end of the tour during the Fighter Escape era, if you bought a copy of Fighter Escape at the exhibition, you'd pull a random member photo card, and this was the Taehyun one. So again, it is matte on the front, and this is what the back looks like. There are other versions of this card called the Hype Insight ticket cards, which basically when you enter the exhibition you give a name, pick a member, and the name is printed on the back and it's your ticket into the venue. It's the exact same photo, and it is, as you can see in the fight version, album outfit. Although it's obviously either taken afterwards or after a stage or something, it's definitely in Hive. That is the Hive background. Whether they just made them put the outfits on or whether they were doing promotional material, I don't really know, but it's the outfit. So those were the 4 lucky draws in this era, and the last 3 cards are all fan sign cards. So the first fan sign that was announced was Lazada. Lazada is very notorious among TXT because the Freeze one, aka the Boy Scouts card, is like one of the most sought after sets ever. So for Lazada, this time around, the photo was taken from the Lose a Lover video shoot. However, they also wore this specific music video outfit again in performance stages, such as Inkigayo, and they might have done Music Bank, but they definitely did Inky in this outfit. So Lazada is glossy on the front, kind of odd glossy texture. It's like 80% gloss, 20% matte. And then this is the back. It has a really cute X on it actually. And this is the Chaos Chapter Fighter Escape. As with most fan sign cards, there are no tabs on this one. If you are kind of trying to avoid fakes, just focus on colour quality, zoom, and the corner cuts. A lot of fakes are often way more rounded in the corners than standard photo cards are. I really like this one. I just realised I had these the wrong way around the entire time. So this is Yuzu round 1. Yuzu is a very popular Chinese company. They do a lot of fan signs for a lot of groups, and TXT did 2 rounds of Yuzu this time around. The first one is this concept card from the fight version. It is glossy on the front, glossy on the back, with this little message, which I don't know off the top of my head what that translates to, but someone on Twitter will definitely have translated it. Again, there are no tabs on this, so if you are trying to make sure you're getting a legit copy, again, focus on zoom, crop, colour. However, because this is a concept card, it's not that expensive, it's not that highly sought after, so you should be okay. And the last card for this era is Yuzu round 2. This is one of my favourites because this photo was also taken during the Lose a Lover music video shoot. It's where he has the cast on his arm. This one is again glossy on the front with no tabs, and then this is what the back looks like. So this is one of those cards that is often faked, especially for Choi Line members. You see what's really annoying is that it looks like the back isn't centered because I'm not convinced that it is, but trust me, this one is official. So if you are trying to not buy fakes for this one, make sure that the back isn't totally off-centered because the fakes are more off-centered than this one usually is. The font will often be different too. And then again, just focus on the croppage. If it looks really zoomed in, it's probably a fake, but if it's in like the average price range, you should be okay. It's only really freeze cards that tend to get faked a lot and Blue Hour, so you should be good. So that concludes pretty much every single card from the Fighter Escape era. I'm next going to go in and do my kind of categories, so I'm going to start with album and work my way through. So this here is the first category, which, as I said, is album cards. So if you are someone who collects solely album cards, you only have 5 cards to worry about. You have the 3 standard versions, Fight, Escape and OS, and you have the 2 jewel cases, Fight Together, Escape Together. So the next category is pre-order benefits, and for this era there are 10 pre-order benefits to worry about if you are into collecting all of those. I have them separated by Korean and Japanese, so there are 6 Korean pre-order benefits and 4 Japanese. We have Weverse Global, Aladdin, Interpark, Music Korea, Apple Music, Weverse Japan, the Japanese special ones, Weverse and UMS, and the UMS sticker pre-order card. Well, sticker. So next we have the lucky draws, of which there are 4 for this era. So we have Soundwave, M2U, Power Station and Hive Insight. And then lastly for this era we have the fan sign cards, of which there were 3 this era. We have Lazada, Yuzu round 1 and Yuzu round 2. Okay, and lastly I have them all organised by concept, so if like me you are a concept organiser, this should hopefully make it easier. So this is the Fight version concept, aka Skater Boy. So we have the Fight album version, the Weverse Global pre-order card, the Music Korea card, Weverse Japan, Apple Music, Yuzu round 1 and the Hive Insight lucky draw. Next we have the escape version, which I once had someone refer to as glitter criminals, which I kind of love, for which there are 5 photocard size items, but I threw in the broadcast for the fun. So we have the escape version, the escape album version, the OS card, the Aladdin photocard, the UMS sticker, and Interpark. And then, in case you're curious, this is what the broadcast looks like. It is a glossy broadcast. The back looks like this. It has like the album cover on it. They are really, really pretty. They're one of my favourite broadcasts, and they're holding like the Loser Lover confetti roses. That is everything for that concept. Okay, and lastly I have the kind of miscellaneous cards which don't really fit a set concept. If you disregard the sticker, there is 9 cards here, which perfectly fits a 9-pocket page. If you include the sticker, it's 10. I've tried to separate it in terms of stage outfits versus music video cards. So we have the 3 rounds of lucky draws, we have the 2 Japanese gift cards, we have the 2 jewel case cards. Then for the music video outfits, we have Yuzu round 2, Lazada, and then this is just the sticker at the end.
Hello, I'm now coming to you from voiceover form, where you can see me showing you some potential layouts that you could use to store your photo cards. I'm starting with some A5 full pocket layouts, so I'm kind of showing you some concept ones, some ones if you just wanted to collect the standard album cards. Here I have an example of what it would look like if you just wanted to collect all 4 of the lucky draws. Just kind of little bits of variety that can make your collection a little bit more interesting if you maybe want to dabble in more than just album cards. So that spread there was a 4 spread of selfies. I'm now moving on to some 9-pocket layout suggestions. So this first one is just if you wanted to collect all 5 of the album cards, you could do a 5 pattern such as this with the OS card in the middle. Next, I'm moving on to if you wanted to do a full 9-pocket spread with the album cards without the OS card. So the top row is a kind of skater boy concept, and the bottom row is a glitter criminals concept, and the middle is just 3 selfies. The next one I'm assembling is, what is this? Oh, a 9-pocket spread of selfie cards only. So you can just sort of see that there's a lot of variety, and the last thing that I have here in this clip is just a flip through of how I personally store Fighter Escape. I have 3 pockets. I have a fight concept, an escape concept page with the 2 jewel cases on there as well. And then my third and final page is the kind of miscellaneous cards I have. So that is everything I have today. I hope that this has been informative, helpful maybe, or just plain fun to kind of look at all of the cards. I will be doing more of these in the future, so please look forward to that, and I will see you soon. Bye!